back to the Daily Grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back pickle biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson has underwent shoulder surgery, a surprising shoulder surgery that really came out of nowhere, which is delaying a possible fight with the current UFC bantamweight champion TJ Dillashaw, or should I say TJ Killashaw, the Snake. No, but check this out. I already know 75% of the people that hear this news are going to jump to the conclusion that Demetrious Johnson is ducking TJ Dillashaw. And hey, you've got plenty of reasons to believe that. Demetrious Johnson has been a little avoidant of the TJ Dillashaw fight, we all know. But as of late, he's been coming around more to it. So, while I know a lot of you are going to jump to the conclusion that Demetrious Johnson is just scared of TJ Dillashaw with this move because it is out of nowhere. I have one quick notice. When Tyron Woodley, the current UFC welterweight champion, got shoulder surgery, we all knew it was coming. Tyron Woodley said after his fight with Damian Maia, he injured his shoulder, and that if he doesn't fight Nate Diaz by UFC 219, he will be getting shoulder surgery. Went on to get the shoulder surgery. We haven't really heard anything about Demetrious Johnson's shoulder needing surgery or any injuries after the Ray Borg fight. I don't know if he got this injury when he was pulling off the Mighty Bar or when he was celebrating pulling off the Mighty Bar, but he's posted on social media the shoulder surgery was successful. So now one thing that this might be is we saw some rumors circulating that this fight is super close to being signed, that this fight is gonna happen. Dana White said that this is the fight to make. Demetrious Johnson, as I said, has been coming around to it, and TJ Dillashaw in recent interviews has been sounding confident that this fight will happen. So what I will give you as a counter to Demetrious Johnson ducking TJ with this shoulder surgery is maybe he's getting ready for the fight. He knows TJ Dillashaw is going to need 16 weeks to cut weight, so he's like, that gives me 16 weeks to get this minor surgery done and heal up in time to fucking smash the Snake. That could be happening. I don't think Demetrious Johnson is going to be running from TJ Dillashaw at 125 pounds, to be honest. 125 pounds is Demetrious Johnson's land, and Demetrious Johnson has to know that the fact that TJ Dillashaw hasn't fought at 125 pounds in the UFC, that the weight cut is going to somewhat affect TJ Dillashaw, so Demetrious Johnson should have a little bit of an advantage in this fight, just knowing that, even though TJ Dillashaw still might be the bigger fighter. Now that's a big question on this fight anyway. It's like, we wanted to see Demetrious Johnson be successful at multiple weight classes. Now he can't go down 10 pounds because there's not a 115-pound men's division, and he's fought at bantamweight before, but versus Dominic Cruz, he just looked too small for the division. So that might be one of the reasons Demetrious Johnson's reluctant to move up. But TJ Dillashaw is still no doubt going to be the toughest competitor Demetrious Johnson has ever fought. And that's arguable. A lot of people don't give Joseph Benavidez the credit he deserves. Probably, I think he's one of the best fighters on the planet as well, as far as in the bantamweight and flyweight division. But that's another topic for another day. Demetrious Johnson has underwent a surprising surgery. I didn't see this coming, but it is what it is. That doesn't mean that the fight's not going to happen. It doesn't mean the TJ Dillashaw fight is off. It could just mean he knows he has time. I mean, you have to imagine, if TJ Dillashaw is just going to need 16 weeks to cut weight, does that count his training camp time? You know what I'm saying? So Demetrious Johnson has said he really only wants to fight twice this year, I believe. Anyway, he's usually one of the more active UFC champions, fights 3 or 4 times a year as a champion. So he's going to take it a little easy this year, and this shoulder surgery is probably going to start that off. He might fight twice versus TJ Dillashaw, and maybe defend versus a flyweight at the end of the year. We'll see what happens with Demetrious Johnson. Hope his shoulder surgery goes well and recovery and all of that good stuff. It is what it is. Looking forward to the announcement of TJ Dillashaw versus Demetrious Johnson. And as of right now, let me know in the comments, is there even a flyweight right now aside from Henry Cejudo, and that's a rematch, for Demetrious Johnson to fight? If Sergio Pettis would have won, yeah, we'd have a contender. But as of right now, I think TJ Dillashaw is the only fight to make, shoulder surgery or not. So with that being said, it is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comments, and the rest of the full-time family, I'm out.
Da 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 da! It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G!